Hey, oh, it's been a while, hasn't it? You might hear some music going on in the background from downstairs, but I can't control that. But, y'all ready for the big reveal? Bam! New room, unclean bed. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Collie, say the word that ends with no. I'm not gonna say that, or else I'll be shown to the shadow realm. What's up, everybody? Hello, dipshit. Welcome to the stream. Hello, not giving my name. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Waveduck. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Keith. Welcome to the stream. And hello, Mr. Crash. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're all doing well. Today, I'm showing you the new setup. Look at this. You get to see my whiteboard. Let's go. You get it. It's much more better as a live stream setup. You know, like I don't know if you can hear me as much from back here, but yeah, there's a lot more stuff, and it's still being in development. You know, as you can see, like there's a box with a mattress in it that is like a couch and a mattress. So I gotta get that out, and now I'm going to, and I've been busy with college and stuff like this. Yo, it's the Quaker Oats mic stand. True. Also, we've got some very sad news. The headphones. I accidentally dropped them into my coffee yesterday. I did that, and now the left one's broken. It doesn't make sound, basically. So we are back to the green headphones, baby. If you're an OG, you know what these do. Yeah, the earbud arc is over. Now, review of the headphones. They're pretty bad. Okay, not like, I mean, it's less bassy, right? I really couldn't see if it was left or right, but probably because of the headphone jack or something like that. For the most couple of weeks, like, it was really hard around my ears. Like, it scratched up around this area of my ear. So, I mean, but it was a good sound, and it kept falling out of my ears, though. I don't want to use earbuds again. I don't want to use earbuds. Is your mattress just on the floor? It's always been on the floor. It's always been like that. I've been taking a shower right now. I can't hear anything for real. Why are you watching my live stream while in the shower? True, new setup. Look at it. Got the drip. Look at all that mess on the counter still from moving into this room. There's the computer that crashes all the time. Got the new setup going. And we got the background. As you saw, the head. And, yeah, so we're back to the green headphones. Guys. And, hey, yeah, Mr. Crash is here as well. I think that's awesome. Shit. What happened? Kyle, I drew some similarities between you and she. Oh, that's what happened. I can't anymore. I'm deep fried turkey. Oh. Oof. You're looking good, man. Thank you. I'm really happy in this room. Yeah, the green headphones are back. And yeah, I didn't really like the no, I was just fucking around. All right. I was like, dude, please. I don't want it back on Discord. Can't hear you right now. I'm in a helicopter. Too bad. Too bad. I'm what? What? Okay, Mr. Crash. Okay, so yeah, we got the new setup going. There's some stuff that I gotta do, like, make my bed, cause right now, as you can see, it ain't made. It's dirty. Can't hear you at a funeral. Damn. So, like, I'm gonna be blabbing a bit more. But yeah, I'm very proud of this new setup that's going. I'm either going to get a drum set, like electronic kit, right here, or you're going to see another white keyboard known as the Mellotron. And there's going to be a new multi-track that's going to look like a mini portable studio made from Yamaha. So you know it's fancy. Oh. So there's that. And then I'm going to, as I'm continuing to put this stuff on here, I have a lot of plans for this room. I'm really, as soon as I moved rooms, my mind went more like, oh, I could do this. I could do this now. I could do this because it's not so small. There's a lot more opportunities in this room compared to other rooms in the house. Because the downstairs is the drum set, right? And the drum set is quite loud. And my brother used to be in this room. And so anytime I would play the drum set, it would vibrate the entire room like there was an earthquake. So, I'm glad that we switched rooms eventually. They just had to deal with that for a couple of years. But I'm glad that they don't have to deal with it as much now. Like when I play the drums and they are now in the other room, they can't feel the vibrations and they can't hear the drums as well, which is good for them. I didn't mean to be. I kept trying to fix the drums with the stuff, like putting a bunch of stuff on top of it, like blankets, all the stuff that I could find underneath it. So these walls are much more spacious. That is true. These are much more spacious. Can't hear you. I'm in your closet. Hey, Mr. Crash. I didn't know you were in here. Nice to know that. Nice to know that. Fire setup. Thank you, Replica. Welcome to the stream, by the way. And you should get 5 more guitars. That is, I should get, like, maybe an acoustic or something in here. I do have an acoustic guitar. It's not mine, but like a friend of ours, of a family's, and they allow us to keep it because I play it. So, I could bring it up here, but I don't know. I might just leave it downstairs. But hey, Replica, welcome to the stream. And sorry, I'm moving my wall setup to the new room. It's understandable, bro. It's understandable. I've got 2, and I'm planning on getting a 3rd. For me, I don't need, like, a Gibson. I used to have a 2nd guitar. I had never showed it on live stream, but I used to have a Gibson SG. Like a real Gibson SG. that was like $3,000. And then I gave it to my dad because I never played it. Well, hey. Hey, you're supposed to show up. What are you... What? Why aren't you showing up? What in the world? You need to show up. Why isn't this... Why... What's happening? Okay, there we go. Okay. But yeah, I gave my Gibson SG to my dad. Because he's not... like, he's always wanted a Gibson SG. And I was like, you know, I don't play it. He'll enjoy this. So... I mean, he even bought it for me. So, I mean, it's... Might as well give it back if you're not using it. I can't stop buying guitars. Just... I mean... I think you just gotta pick one. One that's your favorite. This setup is a major milestone in the Cauliflower legacy. Thank you. I got a good feeling when I came in here and set up the room like this. Like, I got a good feeling, like, oh, this is new. Oh. I'm out, bye. I'm too gay for this. Alright, Dipchip, see you later. I'll take it, lol. I mean, if I get an extra guitar, hopefully I'll be able to send it to you by then. But, yeah, I don't really need another electric guitar. I already got a Stratocaster. And for me, I mean, that's all that will work. Cauliflower, I have a question. What's your question, Mr. Crash? I love the Fender here. I love... well, I mean, that's not a Fender. That's a Harley Benton in there. I need at least 30 more electrics before I die. Now, you just need the Gibson and the Fender, and that's it, bro. That's... How do I grow my hair longer without making it look awkward? Well, I mean, just don't go... It's not gonna be long. It's not gonna be awkward. It depends on your hair type. I mean, mine is just straight down. Mine is like straw. And so there's that, and I just comb it. I mean, right now it's all raggedy like this. Cully, can you play us a fire riff? I can. There's a lot of stuff go. I'll still respond to you, Mr. Crash. Yeah, with hair, I usually just like comb it with a comb, and then that's it. You can try using herbal essence if you're using stuff for your hair that's like that makes it more staticky. Try switching out your soap. My hair works great with herbal essence. I don't know about yours, but like look up online what shampoos and conditioners work great for your hair. All right, plugging in the bass amp. Bass amp. Yeah. Plugging it in. Gonna show it off to you guys. Okay. You want... I know you want me to play a riff, so I'm gonna get a riff out of this. Alright, does this turn on? No. Let's be pushed in a bit more. Okay. There's something going on with this. What? What happened? Okay, now it's on. Okay. I don't know why some of the outlets are not working. But, went for a middle of the, part slash wolf cut combo. Yo, Rancid Rat Gaming, welcome to the stream. Let's go. I hope you're doing well. My hair looked really bad before I went to one. Yeah. I don't go to stylists. I just know that I can just comb mine. But yeah, I just get randomly recommended this on YouTube. Let's go. Alright, guys. Moment of truth. You wanted that riff. So, I'm getting my bass amp out because that's the most closest amp right now. And I'll play a riff on bass. You should be able to get this one. This bass for like $200. Well, that's a bit too loud. There you go. Putting this back in here so it doesn't get damaged. I really like this bass. I'm surprised it was $200. Like, literally $200. Not that expensive. If you look up Rickenbacker 414, or not Rickenbacker, but RB 414 by Harley Benton, you should be able to find that bass. Okay. That was fire, thanks. No problem. That's another thing I need to buy. 5 more amps. I need to buy another bass amp, and then I need to buy another like guitar amp. But for now, I usually just do everything direct input. Serify hell yeah moment. Let's go. Man, I wish I could play guitar. Oh, dude. Anybody can play guitar. It gets you a week, like in a week you can become a master and do stuff like that. If you just learn songs and like build up calluses on your fingers. All I know is my bass about my bass is that it's a Yamaha. They make great you can't go wrong with Yamaha, bro. You can't go wrong with Yamaha. Yeah, go with the bass that speaks to you, right? If you want a bass and you've been looking at it for more than a week and being like, oh my god, I want it, and it doesn't matter like what brand it is, you should get it if it's like in your price range. If there's something that's been itching at you for a long time, you should eventually get it. Don't go with your first instinct of like, oh, I want this, and then the next day you buy it, and then you get it, and then you never want to play it again. What's your favorite band? I love the Talking Heads. The Talking Heads is my favorite band of all time. I love King Crimson, Pink Floyd, the Beatles, the Beach Boys, and I like Fela Kuti. I really like Fela Kuti's work. I haven't listened to him in a while, though. And I've been looking for more music like the Remain in Light album here. And I haven't been able to find that other than the King Crimson's Discipline record. Both of these I have on my wall here. On vinyl. So, I used to really like Nirvana. That's what got me into music in the first place. I still like Kurt Cobain's work. It's very raw. I have back. Let's go. I used to be a humongous Nirvana fan, more so of Kurt Cobain, and I tried to find every single little thing I could about him, and I like a lot about what he dresses like. Like, for example, I tried to find the exact same type of color of, like, flannel, well, not so much flannel, but, like, shirt he wore underneath, and a cardigan, like he did on the 1994 or 93 MTV thing, MTV concert on Unplugged. And this is as close as I can get. It's another thing is that he got me into vintage clothing. Or, well, more so thrift shop clothing. Because it's really cool clothing for a cheap price. If you know where to look. Now, this is like a black shirt. He wore like a white shirt with a feminist punk band on the front of it, but there you go. I've had my friend tell me that I look like a younger Kurt. Let's go. Kali, you can do a Kurt Cobain cosplay. I could, and one time during homecoming, I kind of did. This is the closest I've gotten to, like, one of the shots here. I did not have the hat, but here, I'll show it up on I have it in my iCloud. The ripped jeans, I don't have ripped jeans, that's the thing. I don't really like jeans. I like cargo pants, and I like denim pants. But yeah, that, like, ever heard Charming Man? I have not heard of Charming Man, I don't think. But yeah, here, I can show you a picture of how close I've gotten. You just gotta look for, like, the right clothing, but, like, from a cheap place. Like a thrift store or something like that. And you should be able to find it. Don't look on Amazon for those types of clothes. Go on, like, Etsy and eBay if you're using online and you can't find something in your area. I have a picture. I'm going to show it up. But also just also remember color theory. Like, when you're wearing something like that, if you're really into these types of clothing. And Kurt Cobain went instead of like a more vibrant clothing, he kind of went with a more earth tone kind of stuff. But yeah, here is as close as I gotten to like one shot. I even have like a thing downstairs of a book of Kurt Cobain, of just photos of Kurt Cobain in it. I also really want some vinyls. Go to the vinyl record store that's near you. Go into the like the $3 section. Some of the best stuff, like the like I found a record of by Jimi Hendrix. I found Electric Ladyland in the $3 section with both vinyls. Like, I mean, I don't care as long as it runs and it sounds good. Hell yeah, I'm gonna take it. I don't want something like super vibrant. But yeah, was my Kurt Cobain cosplay for Homecoming. A couple of people wanted to take pictures with me, but I've never gotten back like a picture or something like that, like saying, "Oh, hey, well." Do you have glasses? I do. I'll show you the glasses that I've got. I love rock music, like electric rock, I love the Beatles a lot. And that's one thing. If you want to get really good at like songwriting, which I mean, if you want to be seen as one of the best guitarists of all time, don't look for being the best guitarists of all time. Look for being a really good songwriter and try and apply like the guitar to the song and using like the guitar mostly, if that makes sense. Like try and make it a prominent thing in the mix, but don't like make it like too prominent, you know? But yeah, I do have glasses. I don't know if I left them in here. I should. No. They're not there. I thought they were there. I do have glasses. I have these round glasses that kind of look like John Lennon's that I saw, and I was like, oh my god, I want these. And they were originally sunglasses, but at the place, and we ended up getting them for me, which is cool, and I'm happy about. If I could get this in the right position, there we go. Sorry, I'm just buttoning up my shirt. But yeah, I do have glasses. I really like the round glasses, like the Windsor glasses. I don't have Windsor glasses, but I tried to get as close as I could get to what's around here. And I found like these glasses. I think they're downstairs. I could probably show you it if I go downstairs real quick and stuff like that. But I'm first like buttoning up this. Ow. But now I'm more into like the 60s and the 70s kind of clothing. I really like that kind of stuff, like Syd Barrett's Pink Floyd and Sgt. Pepper's. I really like the style of clothing in that era. Yeah, 1 second. Let me get my glasses and I'll show you. Wait, there they are. Yeah, here's my glasses. Some people have told me I either look like John Lennon, Kurt Cobain, or Tom Petty. So I'm glad that I would get referred to those types of people. Maybe not so much Tom Petty. I mean, I like Tom Petty though. He makes some great music. I'm surprised I get referred to Tom Petty more than twice. For some reason. I don't know why that is. But yeah, I really like the 60s and the 70s. So my clothing outside is much more vibrant than what you see here. Which explains the jacket. Wait. In the corner over there. Haven't been able to wear that outside in a long time. But yeah. My older brother has a lot of vinyls and even a record player. Let's go. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. Did my chat freeze? I don't think so. I don't think my chat froze. Did it freeze? No, it did not. I'm seeing things. But yeah, I do have glasses. I just don't wear them often when I'm at the house. I can't see a thing without my glasses. My eyesight is bad too. But I'm glad that it's not gotten to the point where I'm Velma trying to find my glasses. I'm really glad about that. But I can't see some stuff far away. So I need to wear them outside. Can of tuna, let's go. But yeah. Yeah, I think anybody can really look like Kurt Cobain if they get the hair. I mean, Kurt, what he did is he was originally blonde, then his hair got darker, kind of brownish, like near 1991 and 1992. Probably because he dyed his hair multiple times. And then he bleached it near the end of Nirvana, like around 1992, like the last like 2 years. So what's the plan for the stream today? Well, the stream today mostly was going to be talking about the setup, you know, and then we would get back into Revenge of what's it called? Like the Metal Gear Revenge. But yeah, I'm really liking the setup at the moment. And I'm probably going to be talking about it more so this live stream. Because, you know, there's still stuff I gotta do here. Like, there's some stuff on the ground right behind me. Like, I need to make my bed. By the way, you don't gotta keep playing it if you don't like it. I mean, yeah, it's not that I don't think it's cool. It's cool, but like for me, like the game doesn't work that well. Was this wall always blue? Oh, this is a purple wall. No, this wall hasn't been wasn't always like purple. Originally, this was bright white. But then my brother painted it for their room, and then ended up putting a lot of stuff in it. So it looks more purple, but I do see why some people may see it as blue. It's got a bit of a blue tint to it. You're not wrong. But to me, it's more purple. Everybody's eyes is much different, though. Maybe because of the blueness coming from my Legion PC, it may look blue to some people. Because of the light. It's not insanely bright, but that could probably help onto it. Also, I can change the color of this on my face. There we go. Favorite games? Let me show you. Getting over it with Bennett Foddy. Yes, I know I'm clinically insane. I may need to touch some grass at some point. I got Terraria as well. I really like Terraria as well. Crazy, true. Crazy. I was crazy once. Ultra Kill. I mean, I like this, but I didn't play it. I only played it online. Bro, Hollow Knight last? No, I like Hollow Knight. These are just the in the favorites. It's not that the favorites are not my some of the favorites are not my absolute favorites, like Ultra Kill. Like I don't play this. But I did really enjoy the playthrough of Hollow Knight. We got Scholars of the First Sin, Deadlock. Pizza Tower's pretty good. Turnip Boy. But yeah, I got a bunch of, a lot of games. Why so serious? Start speakboxing. Wait, I gotta go into full Joker. Why so serious? Batman. Why so serious? That was the worst Joker impression I've probably ever done. But I got a couple of games. Some Snail Simulator, if you haven't checked it out already. It's a pretty good game. I really enjoy it. It's an overwhelmingly positive game on Steam. And the developer's pretty nice. He's awesome. He gave me Deadlock. Let's go. Dark Souls 2, yeah. You guys have your own section right here. Games bought by others. And you also get on the wall over here. You should play PvZ Garden Warfare. How much is it? But then I also have to download Origin, and then I'm like, I don't want to buy Origin. I don't want to download Origin. And then, you know, you need EA Play to play this. Oh. Oh, gosh. I mean, it's a good game, but if it's not, yeah, like, it's $30 right now. I would not want to play Garden of Warfare, but it just comes free if you have EA Play. Okay. Yeah, I just don't want to get EA. I just don't want to give money to EA if I don't need to. You know. I already have the original Plants vs. Zombies, though. I quite like it. There's Blasphemous. I never played this on live stream, but it's a good game. If you ever play it, don't do the time trials, please. Don't do the time trials. You won't get an achievement. Maybe a future stream series could be getting some more completion on Hollow Knight. I was thinking about that. Like, eventually getting back into, like, either Dark Souls or Hollow Knight. Doom? We could do Doom. I need to download it, though. You know. And if we're gonna do Doom, I'm gonna uninstall Metal Gear Rising. I made a Doom map if you want to check it out. I don't know how to do, like, install maps into Doom. I don't know how to do that, but I think that's cool. I know I really like Doom, but probably not as much as like other games, but it's still a good game. But heed my warning, the boss rush is suck worse than the Dyson vacuum with a hole in it. Mostly the last two. Alright. But yeah, I've gotten wait, which Doom are we talking about? I'm assuming the old one, right? Like the first one, 1996. It should be down here. I also got Stranger's Wrath as well. I really like this. Okay. Poly Bridge. I played this a bit. It's not, I mean, it's good for a bit. There's Doom. Like, I was thinking this one. Wait, no, not this one. Where's the old Doom? Yeah, this one. I was thinking this one. Man, March 25th. Dude, it's been a fucking year since I've started live streaming. Holy shit. Like, it's almost been a full year. Wait, let me look. If you want to play maps, you just have to download GZ Doom. Okay. I'm not gonna do that right now, but I'll think about it. I've been asked to play, like, Wicker Devil. I've been asked to play a bunch of different games. It's not that I won't play Wicker Devil, it's just not right now. There's a lot of games. I still have too many games, so it's like... Okay, so there's like 50 live streams. How many more? There's like 81 streams. This is the 81st live stream. Or the, or the 82nd. That's a lot of live streams. That's a lot of live streams. Woo. But yeah, we got, like... This is a much different thumbnail than, like, all the other thumbnails that we've gotten. Every single other thumbnail has been at least made in MS Paint. This is the only thumbnail that was not made in MS Paint. Besides the very first one. So... that marks something in the channel. You know? Sorry. But yeah, I'm just getting some more stuff set up here. It's more of a talking stream than just like a than like a stream for games and stuff like that, because there's a new room, and I think that's something important to talk about than just like continuing on like Jay Schlatt does, like he changes rooms so often, like it's like he doesn't even have his own house. Just chatting, yeah, it is just chatting basically. That's what's going on. And fixing up the room. I want to get some more ideas, I guess, from you guys. Like, what else should go on in this room? You know? I'm not gonna whip you with this. What else should go on in this room? Like, I mean, like, we got the whole wall right here, which is pretty cool. Which I want to be, if I want to make a music video or something. Because I want to make this kind of like a studio. Like you would see on Pampamous. I don't know how to pronounce it other than the moose part. It's a million subscriber channel, and they have like a mini studio at their house. If I can do that in like a compact space, that would be cool. But yeah, I'd love to hear your guys' suggestions on stuff. Either that or what King Gizzard and the Wizard Gizzard does. Like, here is there's the green screen. If I ever need to use a green screen, it's perfectly right there. It's just for use, you know? And I could probably, look like, Captain Sparkles and just, like, talk about a bunch of different types of stuff if I just zoom in the camera over here. But other than that, like that, we got like a green screen. Oh, that's why I did that. Oh, that's even more so why it's doing this. Okay. But yeah, this is more like a studio. Cauliflower, have some news? Let's go. What's your news, bro? The only thing that is missing is a hot tub. True. Can you do a 1 minute speed run of getting over it? I can do a 2 minute speed run for you right now. You need a disco ball? That would be cool. I'm gonna move out. Yo, you're gonna do something like what I did? Let's go. In 2 months? Well, I hope this new house that you're looking at is gonna work well for you. If you can, go inside the house that you're looking at. Like, when you save enough money for it. Sorry, this is a bit of a bad run here. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm messing up pretty heavily on this one. I haven't played Getting Over it in a bit. It's probably why it's like this. I'm so rusty. I'm so rusty. It's time to pay rent. True. I'm sorry, man. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you guys in the walls. I know. I haven't done the live stream in a bit, so this may be more of a 3-minute. But, which I'm sorry about that. But it's gonna be kind of close to, like, a 1 minute. It's hard for me to do a 1 minute. Like, not like a full 1 minute, but under 2 minutes. So I'm not the best speedrunner, but I can speedrun the game. And it's, oh, hey, it's 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Let's go. Not as bad as I thought. Not as bad as I thought. But yeah, usually we would just play Getting Over It to start off the live stream. That's what we would do, normally. It's become a routine. Like a full segment dedicated to that. This is a great run, nonetheless. Oh, thank you. But yeah, you too, dude. I feel like after doing that, like, I mean, anybody can really do it. They just gotta dedicate the time to it, and they gotta remember these 3 things. If you want to become a master of getting over it, right? And I told this to, like, I'm not the best speedrunner, but I was told this is great advice, even from, like, a speedrunner in the top 20, right? So, the guy's name was Crumpet, okay? And we met via the Getting Over It, not Discord, but Getting Over It chat, right? I said this: you gotta practice putting your hammer in precise positions and have patience within yourself. You gotta put your hammer in specific positions, and you'll get the hang of it after a couple of games. But you gotta put your eye. Imagine yourself as a painter. When you're imagining yourself as a painter, your eyes sharpen, and you look more so at shapes and edges than you do at, like, as a full picture, if that makes sense. Anthony works in the grocery store, saving all his pennies for something someday. Let's go. But yeah, let me show you what I'm talking about. So it's really easy to do this when you put the quality on bad or worst, right? I put it on bad. Also remember to put trackpad tuning on, right? Put your hammer here to start off with. Immediately gonna launch you here. You do not want to go fast. But Cauliflower, this is a speedrun. Aren't you supposed to go fast? Listen to me, right? This gets speedrun out of your head. This is a precision run, right? The more precise you are, the faster you will go, and the more efficient you'll be at. Right? Then, you want to put your hammer down here. Make sure your hammer's right here when you're on the tree, and then swing over. Now, one thing that a lot of speedrunners would do to to get more momentum is you see this tree right here? They would put their hammer like a bunch over this tree right there. Now this is when you get more advanced at it. But they would put their hammer here in front of it and push themselves off of it to get to that other ledge right here. Right? Then from there, they launch themselves over this. And then they do the same thing that I just showed you with the tree right there, and they grab over on this edge and they launch themselves across. And then they put their hammer here, here. Here, I'll repeat that for you. So they usually want to put your hammer like right here, pogo up, put your hammer here, pogo up. Put your hammer here, pogo up. Put your hammer here, pogo up. Now, you don't want to do that usually with the barrel. You don't want to put the hammer on the barrel. Because most of the time, when you're going to do that, your hammer's going to go over the barrel sometimes. So you don't want to usually do that. You don't want to aim for the barrel. You want to aim for the side of the barrel, like right here. And then you pogo up. You go to here, pogo up. And then you go to here, pogo to the side, put this right there, put that right there. And then what I do is I go like from right here. And then I put this, I try and pogo up, and I try and do it onto here. Grab it, pogo up, go down, and then I do that. Other people do it in a different way. They're going to go up here, which I recommend you do it like this. And then you go, like, they bounce off of this, and they go up to here. Grabbing here is also a really good option. And then you just, like, kind of do a shimmy up here. Notice the zigzag. Right? You do this, then this, then this. You have to go fast with it. So that, and then you want to put your hammer onto here, pogo up, put your hammer onto here, then pogo up, then there you go. Put your hammer right here. It took me a while to learn that too. Now here. Now you don't want to go like, if you're going to go fast, you don't want to do like every single one of those. What you want to do is you want to put your hammer onto the fridge. And you want to put your hammer you want to pogo up and see if you can get your hammer onto that metal part. Right? And then you want to pogo up from the metal part up to here. And then onto that piece of stone or right there. Right there. Right? And then from here, put your hammer there and start doing this. One thing that's really crucial that I really recommend that you learn to do is get your hammer to go over the tub, right? Put your hammer here. Make sure your hammer's right here, and then you can pogo up onto the tub. If you don't do that, you won't be able to go onto the tub. So you want to be able to put your hammer right in between these two marks, right there and right there, and then pogo over onto the tub. Once you do that, you put your hammer right here. Make sure you you put this down or something like that. And then you put pogo up. Now that you're here, usually you wouldn't put like your hammer onto the boxes, but you want to also put your hammer right here, and then bam. I'm in the middle of live streaming. Cool. Thank you. I'll be down there. Thanks.
Hi, stream.
Hello. That was my brother. Okay, so repeating that again. if you haven't gotten that down already. Wop, bop. It takes people a while to get this, but it's usually about the placement and the force. So if you do a little force, it's not going to do it. And you also got to remember what I said. Putting your hammer in precise positions and having patience within yourself. So put your hammer here, pogo up, and then you'll be good to go. Now, usually, when you're going up here, you don't want to go. Sometimes you want to go up onto this, but most of the time, you want to try and pogo up from here if you can. Putting your hammer in less places will ensure a faster run. You don't want to look like Blastable, right? When you're doing a run. And you pogo off of this while having the hammer in this position, right? Then you go to here, and then you want to go onto furniture like that. And now, you also want to pogo up from there if you can. If you put your hammer on the second step, you should be able to pogo up and then put your hammer here. Now, this part, a lot of speedrunners struggle with, and it will take you a bunch of practice. But for me, the stuff that I found, you want to put your hammer right here, and then put it over the, do something like that. Now, let me go through that again. Do you have a reminder of how long it took you to finish it the first time? 7 hours over the course of 3 days on live stream. I do have the full live stream that I can send to you. It took me a bit. I was surprised at how fast I was able to beat it. So, you want to put your hammer here. Try and launch yourself over this. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to fling your hammer all over the place when you're getting stressed out. Like, oh my god, I got such a good run. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then you do this. You gotta be stone face. You gotta be like a poker. You gotta be like, poker face, right? Can't read my poker face. Right? So, or else you'll fall. You gotta have your polka face on when you're doing this. So you go up. Be sure to wait and then move. And then, it's a mindset thing. You gotta wait and then move. You gotta wait to have your hammer in a position and then move instead of just moving. That's the thing about this game. It'll make you a better gamer, right? And eventually, you'll get faster and faster at it. Now this, put your hammer over the orange, right there. Then you want to grab up, go onto that, and then just usually do this. If you can, put your hammer right there, and then grab up. Now, here's a bit of a tricky part. So here, you gotta aim. It took me a while to learn this too. But you gotta do this. And I don't really know how to describe it other than try and doing a pogo up. Right? And then you want to aim your hammer right here. You don't want to have your hammer right there. Right? You don't want to have your hammer right here. Because then you won't be able... I mean, sometimes you'll be able to do it like just now. But you won't usually be able to do that. Right? So going over it. Also, view the game as just one level. Instead of just, like, an entire game. When you view it like that, it really puts in perspective of how short the game is. It's not that long of a game. You just gotta dedicate your patience to it. Yeah, so like pogoing, like doing something like that. Now, if you fall like this, right? Here, let me do another example of this. So, I'm putting all this stuff here. I'm going through it, right? I'm having such a good run. But then, and I get to here, I do the thing, I fall down, right? Onto Orange Hell. And Orange Hell, everybody hates, right? Even speedrunners. It's a make or break deal with it. You either are, and if you can get really good at Orange Hell, like it's still it's the most riskiest part of the run, because then you go halfway down, or have a chance to go halfway down the entire thing. Now let's say, like you fall like that. Let go of your mouse. Okay, you fall like that. You fall at this part. Let go of your mouse. Okay? Trust me. If you're doing this and you're still trying to grab onto something, don't do that. Let go of your mouse, then move. This is the mindset. Stop, then move. And eventually you'll get more faster and faster at it. And this applies to other games too. You got to stop and move. For example, Dark Souls. Like, there's a bunch of cooldowns in that. If you stop and move, much better. Because there's a bunch of yeah, it's like, imagine, like, all the games you play, there's a cooldown or something like that. You gotta be really patient. And now you get to here. This part is usually the part of my run that I struggle with a bunch. So, like with this, you're kind of doing what we did with the tree back then. And you're going up, and you're kind of launching yourself over it. Now with here, it's always really hard for me to do this. But you want to put your hammer, like, right here. And then you want to go, like, you want to aim up for that one part. Right there. But, yeah. Yeah, putting your hammer right here. You gotta aim for putting your hammer right there. And so, when you're pushing up, right, there's many ways that people do this. But usually, you want to get your pot here, and then make sure your hammer is facing this way. Notice my hammer. You notice how it's looking like this? It should be like that. You want to have your hammer like that. And then you want to push down, and then you should be able to do that every time. Now, what if you did it with the other side? Well, if you did it with the other side, it's not as great. But if you do it with the right? I just showed you. If you do it like with this, you don't have much of a chance to get it up there. But with the other side of the hammer, now you do. It's weird. And then aim more so, have your pot, right, be more so right near the edge of it and in the middle of the rock. So your pot should be like right here, and it should be kind of upright. Not right there. That won't work. Put your hammer here, pogo up. I'm still struggling with this part. I'm not the best at this part. But eventually you'll get it. And then with here, you want to also put your hammer there, right? You want to put your hammer in the middle when you're on the anvil. And your pot should be in the middle. Because if you're too far from here and you're like this, and you do this, you can't get to the top of it. If you're too close, right? If you're too close on the anvil, you won't be able to make it to the top of it. But if you're in the direct middle of the anvil and you push down, right? And you can tell where it is by seeing this horseshoe. You want to be in the middle of the horseshoe part of the anvil. And then bam, you suddenly are able to get up there. Now, a lot of speedrunners, I don't recommend this for beginning speedrunners, a lot of people don't, is when you do this, and like I just did, right? Where you're like knocking it, like putting your hammer against that. You don't want to generally do that if you're wanting to get really good at speedrunning. Like, don't start off with that first. Get through 100 games of getting over it before you do that. You want to usually have your pot here and then push over like that. And then it took me a while to get used to this, but you want to hop over the meatballs very fast. Be confident in the meatballs, okay? Because if you're not confident with the meatballs, it will make your run slower. So just put your hammer here when you're on the meatballs. Push over. Same here with here. And then, yeah. So kind of like put your hammer all the way over the meatball. And then do what we did with the tree, except the other direction. Right? Now, there are chances where you'll fall down like this, and then you can push yourself back up. So you should be able to do this. And then you want to put your hammer, find a way to put your hammer right here. Because when you put it right here, you have a better chance of landing on the bucket. Alright? Let me repeat that for you. Put your hammer right here. Right? If you need to take a screenshot of some of these, I would do that. But yeah, put your hammer right here. Sometimes it doesn't work, but that's only because you didn't put your hammer in the right spot. But you want to put your hammer right there, and then you want to launch off of the bucket, like right there. And then from here, this is a bit of a tricky part, but eventually you'll memorize it. But this is like how many, these are the holes, and these are the ones that you usually want to keep track of. And then you want to kind of like, you don't want to try and put your hammer in every single hole, right? Because that's not really that efficient. You want to kind of just pogo up the entire thing. And then bam, you've made it. And then when you get to the asteroids, it's a bit of, it will break your run. It's like orange hell if you don't do it correctly. So you don't want to do what I just did there, if you can help it. Right? You want to aim off of that rock and then go in like a zigzag from that rock up to the other side of this rock, right? Put your hammer onto this, launch up, not necessarily really around the corner. I'll show you again. So, from the start, we're doing what we usually do. From what we all learned. And you will only get better at getting over it if you also watch other speedrunners and try and apply it to your other stuff, to your runs. Because speedrunning is just an art form, really. It really is. It's not mostly like sports. Because everybody has their own way of doing it. And you can really see that with getting over it. because of how the controls work. Put your hammer here, do this, you know. Like with me, you can see me stopping in specific places. Some speedrunners have gotten so fast at this that they have, like, you can't see where they stop and move. Sorry, I was gone for a bit. Oh, it's okay. This is just for people to come back on. And, you know, I fail too. But when you're doing a run, you don't want to pause the game and then you want to do Control R. And you don't want to just ram through it. Practice the parts of the game that you're struggling a lot with over and over again until your brain gets it. That's usually after 21 times of doing it over and over again. See, I didn't move. If I moved my hammer there, I would have fallen like this. I'm not the best speedrunner. You just saw me fail multiple times. That's gonna happen. Embrace failure. Because it's not a failure, it's a you know? It's a learning curve. You gotta have a growth mindset to get successful in life. And the thing you want to achieve is mastery. You don't want to achieve initial success. You want to achieve mastery and then success in your work. Because I feel like you would be more respected. And that goes with anything, not just getting over it. Whether it's music, you should really achieve mastery. Because if you're not a master and you've just become successful off of like your first song or something like that, how are you going to follow up with that if you didn't know how to write a song? There's many different ways to write a song, but if you can't like come up with another melody other than that, like, you'll just be a one-hit wonder. Now, or like, you know, it won't be another success thing. It's always a lottery ticket. And just because you're extremely successful and something's your magnum opus, right? And a lot of people think that you know, they're completely done and cooked when they finish their magnum opus. But the thing is that it's all subjective. And some great album like Sgt. Pepper's, to other people, will be kind of like stupid. Like, they would think that it's not the best album in the world, right? And you just gotta develop mastery instead of success. Because, like, I mean, like, success can be fleeting, but if you have mastery to go along with it, you know, I feel, and, you know, passion for your craft, then, you know, some people stick around because they see that passion. So you want to aim from there to that rock over there. Unlike what I just did. But if you go around from this side, put your hammer up from that point. And with a lot of practice, you'll get to this point. When I started live streaming, I played multiple games of this every single day. And Waveduck seen this. Everybody on the live stream see this. I would start the live stream, at 10:32 every day, 2 hours into the live stream, like, I'm doing just this. Completing the game at least 10 times, dedicate a lot of my day, or just like 2 to 4 hours of my day to getting over it. You probably do not need 10,000 hours to be the best, absolute, perfect person at this. I'm at 662 hours. Okay. But in general, you need to be like 1,000 hours or around like 100 to 500 hours to become real master, I think. Just not as bad. If you're focused, if you're extremely passionate about it, if you're hyper focused on it, this is what you think about, right? When you're in the middle of your bed and you're sleeping, right? And your brain is like, okay, I can do this while doing this. Like, for example, with getting over it, like, okay, I just do what this guy does, and I'm gonna keep practicing like that. If you're hyper focused on doing something, and you dedicate the time each day, like, an amount of time to it, like 4 hours, or 2 to 4 hours each day, you will get better at it. If you want to, like, if you're wanting to improve at a certain part. Right? It doesn't apply with just video games. Anybody can really become a master of something. They just gotta dedicate the time, and they have to be hyper-focused on it. Does hyper-focus mean that's the only thing they think about? No, but it's usually like 80% of the stuff that they think about. You know, there's food. And yeah, it's just hyper-focus. Learn from others. Slowly over time, you'll become a master. And that's what you want to aim for. Because if you don't become famous, right, you still leave a mark. You still leave a mark on society if you put passion into something. Hell, Edgar Allan Poe wasn't famous for their poems until they died. Then they found their poems. I have over 200 hours in a single Hollow Knight file, and I consider myself really good at the game, but I still can't get past the first achievement, which is beating P5, the last boss rush. Yeah, I just saw I have all 17 Subnautica achievements. That's cool. But yeah. Hell, with even Hollow Knight, you don't have to be the best to be a master. Focus on the broader scheme of it. If you're doing something like music, try and focus on your songwriting more so, and becoming an artist in what you do, rather than just becoming a guitar virtuoso. Because if you're just a guitar virtuoso and someone asks you to make a song on the spot, you're not going to be able to do that. You can say, I can make a solo, but can you make a song? Chorus, verse, chorus, verse? Can you do that? Well, what language? I mean, I only know, like, minor pentatonic and normal pentatonic. I don't know. What are you talking about, man? I'm gonna go back to doing whatever this is, and then they play like Smoke on the Water. 21 days, 22 hours, and 8 minutes on Hollow Knight. Let's go. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, so, you know, a prime example of mastery being important is the Beatles. Right? The Beatles were like the most popular band at the time in the 60s. But they're really cemented in history for their music and because they were extremely passionate about it. They could have just been the next boy band, and they could have been like, you know, the Dave Clark 5. Not a lot of people know what the Dave Clark 5 is, right? And, you know, but with the Beatles, they made stuff like Abbey Road. You know, they made Sgt. Pepper's. They made the White Apple album, right? They focused more so on mastery near the end of the years. And when you see that, and you see that passion for it, right? That stands the test of time. You want to focus on high quality music, right? You want to focus on that and what you like. And you want to get better each time. Because something set in stone is going to last longer than a piece of paper. That's just it, right? Do you even remember the one guy who was on the radio for the longest time? That guy named Designer, right? Do you remember that guy? Where he made that song? What was his song? He was a rapper. And he had this debut single called Panda. Like, this guy. Do you remember what, like, he was, yeah, Timmy Turner. He had this one song. Like, and nobody heard from him again. Yeah, like, look up the song. You probably recognize it from, like, having to go to certain places, right? So it's like, you want to focus on mastery instead of just, like, the big banks. Because, like, for example, Devo. Like a band you've never heard of, right? They still went on to do good things. I mean, they were, like, basically a one-hit wonder. But a lot of the fan base knows a lot more of their songs. And their albums. Like this cover, Joko Homo, like, hell, Kurt Cobain really loved their stuff. And it's because they put a lot of they tried to put a lot of quality into their work rather than just, you know, like just putting something out there. So it's important with your passions to put yourself in there and do what you like. Right? If you're into country music, do country music, right? Do something that you're passionate about. And if you're passionate about, put your all into it. People will see that. Doesn't matter what skill level you're at. People will see your passion for it. And if you put the hours into it, you'll eventually become a master if, you know, if you're doing something. Right? You seen that one episode of Smiling Friends where everybody's telling that one mad scientist, like, fucking, like, oh, you're shit at this. Dude, this is never gonna work. This is stupid, right? And then at the very end of the episode, like, after all these people just pushing him down, like, he eventually creates life. You know, when he was down and still working on it. Like, he's not, like, you don't want to have just success. You want to be a master and focus on your craft. And then also have success. Because then you stand the test of time. And it doesn't matter if... It doesn't matter if you're successful now. You're going to be successful in the future if your craft, if your concept is stone, right? There's my monologue. I know. It was pretty long, but you gotta have that mindset of, you know, I'll get better at this if I keep working at this. This is what the Beatles did. Like, you know, they had the mindset of, oh, you know, I'm not the best at this, but eventually I'll get better at this if I keep doing this, you know? Like, if I just play the keyboard. I like to play the keyboard. Some people were saying, oh, hey, this band sound sucks. Stupid. Right? And there's always going to be people who are going to say, oh, that sucks or is stupid. But, I mean, if it's something that vibes with you and you're like, oh my god, I'm very proud of this. Like, I put so much effort into this. I feel something from this. You made something good. You did something good. You made art. You made something that's substantial. That can last a lifetime. And then you also got to put it out there. Right? You got to put your music out. You got to put your art out there for others to see. For me, like, it took, like, I put my music up on YouTube. Or I tried to, like, put some music on a disc, on a CD, and then give it to record stores. You know the All Tomorrow's Tragedies album that I did? Like I was showing it to a bunch of different people. Or trying to. And there was, at one point, like, I was told by one of the guys at, like, a record store, like, hey, this is cool, but realistically, nobody's gonna buy this. Like, this will be just showing up here, and nobody's gonna take this. Right? You're not, I mean, I don't even know, like, your music stuff, right? It's not that it sucks, and I'm probably not gonna listen to it, but, you know, I don't think anybody's really gonna buy this. And that's the hard truth. But the thing is like, and I knew this. I knew this going into this. But I'm just going to ask people around for music, you know? If they want to listen to it, they can listen to it. It's like a car salesman. You don't really know who wants to buy a car until you talk with the person. Somebody could just be looking at cars, right? That's why you should go to local radio stations first. I mean, I didn't do that. That is true. I did not do that. And I don't know where the local radio station is or something. But eventually, like, I went into, like, this one record store. Like, the other two record stores, compared to that guy's, like, and I don't hate that guy. But I do understand what he means by that. Like, I went to, like, these two other record stores, something records, right? And this other one. And I gave them, one of them really wanted to listen to music around here. And the other one was like, I'll take some of these. And eventually I saw on Instagram someone got one of them. I was just giving them out for free, and you know, one person quite liked the music on it. Like it. So, and I put my music onto Bandcamp. You know, some people quite liked it. Like you, Waveduck, you bought the album, and I'm really glad about that. That you guys really wanted to buy the albums. I was, you know, I'm nervous to put my music out there because, like, I put a lot of effort into it, and I get told sometimes, like, oh, this sucks, but, you know, I want to keep getting better and better at it. You know? And you got to keep pushing through, you know? People are going to say, oh, this sucks. And you just got to push through. You just got to keep working at it, but also get better at it. You can be offended and be like, oh man, my music sucks. But if they added some constructive criticism, like, oh, maybe you should sing like this, think about that. Be like, huh, maybe I can think, maybe if I sing in a deeper voice, maybe that'll be better. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Maybe that may sound good to some people. Maybe to other people, that would have been the worst performance I've ever done. But only you know, like, if something's really great, if you get that feeling from it. You can't just say, oh, that's great, to your work, and then keep moving on. Don't have an ego about it, because that's not how great art's made. You're not the best all the time. You're only the best if you put effort into your work and try to keep improving off of it. And you're never going to be number one. Hell, the Beatles are not even number one in this day and age. Not in the best, well, in the best-selling artists, they're still number one, but they're not the best band in the world. And they're not the most popular one at the moment. Like, on Drake has a lot of, like, streams right now on not YouTube, but, like, on Spotify, right? You just gotta keep cracking at it. And you want to focus on mastery. And you gotta be like, I want to keep getting better at this. Because there's always something higher than the best. Don't stop at number one. Keep working at your work. And eventually, with more progression and more focus in your work and being like, maybe I can make something better than this. Don't be a perfectionist about it, but try and keep working at it, right? Because perfectionism kills creativity, right? Your creativity goes like this, and then bam, here comes perfection doing that. If you can get help and you have like a second person helping out with you, like you can be creative here, and then your friend could go over and be like, oh, that may not be a good idea to do. Because then, like, if you have a just creative flow, and then you have another person doing it instead, doing the giving you like feedback or something like that, while doing this, that's better than you doing that. Because then you go in your head and you're like, fuck, man. This is not going to be great when it comes out. You shouldn't be thinking that way when you're thinking about making music or art or something like that. Or like when you make the first line in your artwork and you're like, oh shit, this is stupid. This is fucking stupid artwork. This is never going to be... No, you don't know. You haven't even made the concept yet. Right? Oh, happy birthday, Edward's cousin. Oh, it's okay, Edward. But also, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, so have a focus on, like, what you're passionate about. And keep working at it. Hell, I'm not the best. I'm not the worst. I'm not even the most popular. But if you keep working at it, every single thing that you make with, like, art, it's a lottery ticket when you put it out. Like a YouTube video. That's even art. When you put a YouTube video out there, it's a lottery ticket. And if you get better with each video, like, it's double the last video of lottery tickets. Eventually, the more lottery tickets you make, or not lottery tickets, eventually, the more videos you make, the more lottery tickets you have up. And suddenly, you have this big ass pile of lottery tickets. It's the same thing with music. You gotta make it in the moment. You know, like, a day in a life was created in 34 hours. Recorded. All of it. That's less than 2 days. The best music is made in the moment and when you're in the mood. So try and get it out as fast as possible. Hold on, is that the infamous old guy, with blue clothes, holding Collie's mic? I know a good grain when I see one. Yes, it is. It is a Quaker Oats. But I really hope that, like, with my speech, I guess, that it helps you with whatever you're working on. Because realistically, if you keep working at it, you're going to get better at it. And if you keep focusing on getting better at your work, you're going to get better at it. If you keep smacking something against the wall and it's not breaking, and you're not switching your tool, it's not going to break the wall. Right? Maybe I keep throwing this at the wall, right? This little packet of something. If I do this for 100 years, I'll eventually do it. I'll break the wall. But I want to break it right now. Why not just get a hammer and mine the wall, like Minecraft Steve, you know? Switch your tools for different things. Humans are about improvement. That's how we get better at things. Technology. You know, we keep improving off of technology with each day. This is why we have AI. Right? Humans are about improvement. Making something the next something. And if you focus on that, and you focus on your mastery of your craft, you'll get better. It is him. I love that guy. I haven't eaten Quaker Oats in a while. But I hope that helps you out, Replica, with whatever you're doing. Oh, we have the normal mug now. We do. And guess what, Edward? We're back to the green headphones. The other one's broke. So, but hey, we're back. Yeah, we're back to these headphones. What did you guys think of the earphones, the earphone era? What'd you think of that? Was that a good era? Like, to have the earphones? Did I look better? Did it matter? It probably didn't. I personally prefer the headphones. Well, then let's stick with the headphones, you know? Looks are subjective, and I have no strong opinions. You look like Moist Critical. I don't have the white shirt on. I gotta get the white shirt on. I don't have a white shirt. Right now. Damn it. Or I looked like Moist Critical when I did that. I mean, that's cool. I guess I want to look more like Cauliflower with this on. If people preferred this, I'll go back to this. Why not? It was a misinput. Calm down. You calm down. It was a misinput. But yeah. It's more of a talking live stream right now. But yeah, focus on mastery. Because then it'll set in stone. I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. I'm sorry, guys, but this is gonna be another short stream today. And I know I kept you waiting for a bit. And I'm very sorry about that. And I know that we didn't get to, Metal Gear Solid Revenge. But, like, it's pretty busy right now. Like, I'm having to move stuff in the garage, and I forgot that we were gonna, like, I thought everybody was not gonna do it today, but we're doing it today, so I gotta move some stuff from the garage and move it around. So, but I should be live streaming tomorrow. Okay, guys? I'm sorry to hear about that, to tell you guys that. I know there's been a lot of, like, stuff like, I haven't live streamed a lot recently. But I'll try and live stream tomorrow at 10:32 a.m. PST. It's alright, Kali. We have patience and crave for the future. Okay, Edward, thank you. 'Tis not a reason to worry, Cauliflower. Okay. I'm glad that you guys are very understanding. Yeah. Sundays and Saturdays at 10:32 a.m. PST. On Sundays and Saturdays at 10:32 a.m. PST. I'm sorry I can't do thumbnail time today, guys. I shall go perform the ritual of eating shovel dirt and pour vodka into the water supply. Yo. As you do. But yeah, I'm gonna go move stuff into the garage now. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully there's a longer live stream tomorrow. It's just that the last 2 weeks have been extremely busy. Alright. See ya!